नमस्कार मित्रांनो, वेलकम टू अवर चॅनल Learn and Blossom. Today we will see the chapter The Noble Stag from Standard 3 Balbharati. Have you ever heard of an animal that saved the life of the person who wanted to kill it? Sounds unbelievable, right? Today, we are going to hear a wonderful story of bravery, kindness, and wisdom. The Noble Stag. एक असा प्राणी ज्याने स्वतःला मारायला निघालेल्या माणसाचा जीव वाचवला. चला तर मग बघूया. As we all know, King Brahmadatta of Banaras was extremely fond of hunting. Luckily for him, on the outskirts of the city was a huge forest filled with deer. Among them, there was a mighty stag. आपल्याला माहीतच आहे की बनारसचा राजा ब्रह्मदत्त शिकार करण्याचा फारच शौकीन होता. त्याला शिकार करायला खूप आवडायचं. आणि लकीली बनारसच्या बाहेरच एक मोठं जंगल होतं आणि तेही हरणांनी भरलेलं. त्या हरणांमध्ये एक बलवान आणि हुशार हरण होतं. माइटी स्टॅग म्हणजे हुशार हरण होतं. स्टॅग म्हणजे डिअर. One fine day, the king had to gone hunting with his courtiers. He told his courtiers, "If you allow even a single deer to escape, I will punish you severely." एके दिवशी राजा आपल्या दरबाऱ्यांसोबत शिकारीला गेला. त्याने त्यांना इशारा दिला होता की एकही हरण जर निसटलं तर त्यांना शिक्षा होईल. So the courtiers formed a tight circle from which no deer could escape. मग त्याच्या दरबाऱ्यांनी घट्ट वर्तुळ तयार केलं. Then they began to beat their sticks on the ground to frighten the deer hiding in the bushes and to make them run. त्या दरबाऱ्यांनी वर्तुळ तयार केलं आणि ते काठ्या आपटत आपटत ओरडत होते, ज्यामुळे झुडपांमध्ये बसलेले हरण सुद्धा बाहेर निघतील आणि पळायला लागतील. The only way out of their circle was through a small clearing where the king stood ready with his bow and arrows. हरणांकडे एकमेव वाट ठेवलेली जायला की जिथून पुढे गेल्यानंतर राजा उभा होता धनुष्यबाण घेऊन. The courtiers were beating their sticks on the ground and shouting when suddenly a stag leaped out of a thicket. Thicket म्हणजे काय? Bush, झुडूप. The stag saw that the king was standing in the way. So he looked the king straight in the eye and made a dash towards him. The king was taken aback and shot an arrow towards the stag hurriedly. त्या हरणाने बघितलं की राजा त्याची वाट अडवून उभा आहे. ते पाहून त्याने थेट त्याच्याचकडे धाव घेतली आणि त्याच्या डोळ्यात डोळे घालून बघितलं आणि उडी मारली. ह्यामुळे राजा थोडा घाबरला आणि त्याने घाईघाईमध्ये बाण सोडला. Of course, it missed the mark, but the stag rolled over. तो बाण चुकला, पण हरिण मात्र खाली जखमी झाल्यासारखं लोळत होतं. Now, there is one thing that you must know about the stag. It has excellent instincts and is extremely good at dodging arrows, whether shot at from the back, front, or even the top. If an arrow is aimed at its belly, it pretends to roll over and then jumps up and runs once the danger has passed. आता हरणाबद्दल तुम्हाला एक महत्वाची गोष्ट माहीत असायला हवी. हरणं खूप हुशार असतात. त्यांना धोका ओळखण्याची चांगली सवय असते. मागून, समोरून किंवा वरून बाण आला तरी तो त्यांना चुकवता येतो. कधी कधी बाण पोटाकडे आला तर हरण जखमी झाल्यासारखं खाली पडतं आणि धोका टळल्यावर ते लगेच उठून वेगाने पळायला लागतं. So when this stag rolled over, the king thought that his arrow had found its mark. जेव्हा हे हरिण जखमी झाल्यासारखं लोळायला लागलं तेव्हा राजाला वाटलं की त्याचा बाण अचूक लागलाय. He lowered his bow and began to walk towards the stag. But the stag suddenly jumped up and shot past the men. When the courtiers realized that the king had been mistaken, they started to laugh. राजाला वाटलं की त्याचा निशाणा बरोबर लागलाय, म्हणून तो हातातलं धनुष्य खाली करून स्टॅगला बघायला पुढे गेला. पण स्टॅग लगेचच उडी मारून पळून गेला आणि याच्यामुळे त्याचे जे दरबारी होते ते राजावर हसायला लागले की राजाला समजलंच नाही काय झालं ते. Now the king thought himself to be an excellent marksman and could not bear the taunts of his men. राजा स्वतःला एक तरबेज शिकारी मानत होता आणि आता जे त्याचे दरबारी लोक त्याला हसत होते ते त्याला चांगलं नाही वाटत होतं. मार्क्समॅन म्हणजे अ पर्सन स्किल्ड इन शूटिंग, इन हिटिंग अ टार्गेट. अचूक निशाणा साधण्यासाठी जे स्किल लागतं ते येणारा माणूस म्हणजे मार्क्समॅन. He grabbed his sword and set off into the forest in order to catch the stag. He chased the stag for quite a while and covered a long distance. राजाला खूप राग आला आणि त्याने तलवार घेतली आणि हरणाचा पाठलाग करण्यासाठी जंगलात धावत सुटला. तो हरणाच्या मागे खूप दूरपर्यंत गेला होता. The stag came upon a hole in the ground that was covered by a rotting tree and filled with slime. From a distance, it could smell the dirty water and so was careful not to run over it. जंगलातून धावता धावता हरण एका जागेवर आलं जिथे एक खड्डा होता आणि त्यात खूप चिखल जमा झालेला होता आणि झाडांच्या फांद्या त्याच्यावर पडलेल्या होत्या. त्यामुळे तो दिसत नव्हता, पण लांबूनच त्या चिखलाचा वास येत होता. ते हरणाला जाणवलं. त्यामुळे हरण त्या खड्ड्याच्या बाजूने सुखरूपपणे पुढे धावत गेलं. But the king could not sense the pit and fell right into it. पण राजाला तो खड्डा दिसलाच नाही आणि तो त्या खड्ड्यात पडला. After a while, the stag realized that he was not being followed any longer. He understood that the king had perhaps fallen into the pit. थोड्या वेळाने हरणाला असं जाणवलं की आता कोणी आपला पाठलाग करत नाहीये. मग त्याला हे समजलं की राजा नक्कीच त्या खड्ड्यामध्ये पडला असणार. So the stag went back to the pit and saw the king struggling for his life. The stag felt very sorry for the king. हरण परत त्या खड्ड्याच्या दिशेने धावत गेलं आणि त्याने बघितलं की खरंच राजा त्या खड्ड्यात पडलेला आहे आणि बाहेर यायचा प्रयत्न करतोय. हे बघून हरणाला खूप वाईट वाटले. He decided to save the king's life even though the king was following him with the intention to kill him. हरणाने ठरवलं की जरी हा राजा मला मारण्यासाठी माझ्या मागे धावत होता तरीही मला ह्याला वाचवायला हवं, या खड्ड्यातून बाहेर काढायला हवं. The stag told the king not to worry and to be brave for a while longer. त्याने राजाला सांगितलं की तू घाबरू नकोस, मी काहीतरी करतो. He then caught a huge rock with his hind legs and lowered himself into the pit. The king caught hold of his neck and the stag climbed out onto the level ground and carried the king to safety. हरणाने एका मोठ्या दगडाच्या साह्याने स्वतःला पकडून ठेवलं आणि स्वतःची मान त्या खड्ड्यात खाली करून राजाला मानेने पकडून बाहेर काढलं. The king thanked the noble stag again and again and asked him to return with him to Banaras, where he could have anything and everything he wanted. राजाने हरणाचे आभार मानले आणि त्याला विनंती केली, तू सुद्धा माझ्यासोबत बनारसला चल आणि तिथे मी तुला जे काय हवं ते सर्व देईन. But the stag did not want anything in return for his help. पण हरणाला त्याच्या मदतीच्या बदल्यात काहीही नको होतं. He just requested the king to rule wisely and well and be kind to animals. त्याने राजाला फक्त एक विनवणी केली की तू एक चांगला राजा बन आणि सर्व प्राण्यांबद्दल दयाळू राहा. Then the noble stag disappeared into the forest. King Brahmadatta then vowed not to hunt or hurt any animal. त्यानंतर राजा ब्रह्मदत्ताने अशी शपथच घेतली की तो आता शिकार करणारही नाही आणि कुठच्याही प्राण्याला त्रास होईल असं काहीही करणार नाही. So, children, the noble stag asked for no reward. He only wanted the king to be kind to animals. That one act of kindness changed the heart of a hunter forever. So remember, kindness is the greatest strength of all. दयाळूपणातच खरी ताकद असते. मग आवडली ना ही स्टोरी तुम्हाला? Now let's see meanings of some words. Outskirts. Outskirts means the outer parts of a city or town. शहराच्या किंवा गावाच्या बाहेरील भाग त्याला बोलतात outskirts. Courtiers. Courtiers म्हणजे persons at the court of a king. राजाच्या दरबारातील दरबारी लोक त्यांना बोलतात courtiers. Thicket. Thicket means thick growth of shrubs or plants. दाट झुडपं किंवा दाट वाढलेली झाडं. Instincts means inborn ways of behavior or thinking. जन्मापासून असलेली सवय किंवा विचार करण्याची पद्धत म्हणजे instincts. Dodging. Moving aside quickly to avoid an arrow or blow, etc. Dodging म्हणजे पटकन बाजूला होऊन बाण चुकवणे. Marksman. A person skilled in shooting, in hunting a target. Marksman म्हणजे नेमबाज, अचूक नेम लागणारा नेमबाज. Taunts. Taunts means teasing or insulting remarks. थट्टा करणारी किंवा चिडवणारी बोलणी. Let's see answers of this chapter. What did the king tell his courtiers? The king told his courtiers that if they allowed even a single deer to escape, he would punish them severely. Was the stag hurt by the king's arrow? No. The stag was not hurt by the king's arrow. How did the stag escape? The stag pretended to roll over as if it was hurt. When the king came closer, it suddenly jumped up and ran away. Why did the king set off into the forest? The king set off into the forest because he was angry and could not bear the laughter of his courtiers. Why did the stag return? The stag returned because he realized that the king had fallen into a pit and was in danger. How did the stag save the king's life? The stag went into the pit, let the king hold his neck, and pulled him out safely. What did the stag tell the king? The stag told the king to rule wisely and well, and to be kind to animals. Why is the stag called the noble stag? The stag is called the noble stag because he saved the king's life even though the king wanted to kill him. Read each of the following sentences. Use some other suitable word in place of the word given in a box. You need not use words from this story, but you have to make meaningful sentences. Means we have to replace the words given in the box with other suitable words. The king was extremely fond of hunting. Here, the word hunting is in the box. We can write the king was extremely fond of music. Instead of hunting, we can write music. The huge forest was filled with deer. The word deer is in the box. We can write the huge forest was filled with birds. The stag came upon a hole. The word hole is in the box. So we can write the stag came upon a pond. He told the king not to worry. The word worry is in the box. He told the king not to panic. The noble stag disappeared into the forest. The word disappeared is in the box. So we have to replace it. The noble stag ran away into the forest. Now try to replace other words in each sentence in the same way to make many more sentences. Okay. Now note the following. One king, many kings. One bush, many bushes. One city, many cities. One horse, many horses. One arrow, many arrows. One leaf, many leaves. One child, many children. One foot, many feet. But one deer, many deer. It will not have S or ES. It will remain deer only. One ship, many sheep. Now make a collection of other such one and many pairs. One fish, many fish. One man, many men. One woman, many women. One tooth, many teeth. One mouse, many mice. So children, do you like this video? So don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel, Learn and Blossom. Thank you.